किस किस को बताएंगे जुदाई का सबब हम किस किस को बताएंगे जुदाई का सबब हम तू मुझे से खफा है तो जमाने के लिए रंजिश ही सही दिल ही दुखाने के लिए रंजिश ही सही दिल ही दुखाने के लिए फिर से मुझे छोड़ के जाने के लिए छोड़ के जाने के लिए रंजिश ही सही दिल ही दुखाने के लिए रंजिश ही सही मरासिम ना सही फिर भी कभी तो पहले से मरासिम ना सही फिर भी कभी तो रस्मों रहे दुनिया भी मिटाने के लिए रंजिश ही सही दिल ही दुखाने के लिए रंजिश ही सही मोहब्बत का छुपाना है मोहब्बत माना के मोहब्बत का छुपाना है मोहब्बत चुप के जताने के लिए चुपके से किसी रोज जताने के लिए
बहुत खूब, बहुत खूब. अच्छा, मैं बीच में बोल पड़ी तो पूरा बहुत मज़ा आया सुन के. जैसे कि आपने बोला ही था, दिस वाज पॉपुलराइज्ड बाय मेहंदी हसन जी, फर्स्ट संग बाय इकबाल बानो, या एंड रिटन बाय अहमद फराज, जिन्होंने कुछ ऐसा भी कहा था कि ज़िंदगी से यही गिला है मुझे, ज़िंदगी से यही गिला है मुझे, तू बहुत देर से मिला है मुझे.
क्या
ये आपके बैंड के लिए भी बोल सकती हूँ मैं. जल्दी आते तो बस छा जाते बे एरिया में, और अभी भी आप उतना ही अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं. तो यू नो, आई एम सीइंग डिफरेंट फ्लेवर्स कमिंग फ्रॉम यू. ओरिजिनल गाया आपने, फिर अभी, और अब ये गज़ल गाई है. सो टेल मी, लाइक, how do you consume music these days? And you know, you all must be having different tastes. So how do you go about it? Because there's so much on the internet and so much of music, or you know music. So how do you consume that?
Very difficult question.
Oh, okay. नहीं, मैं भी जानना मांगती हूँ कि हम भी कुछ अच्छा सुने.
A good thing about all four of us is
Okay.
we know how to appreciate music.
Okay.
Because we come from different backgrounds, and most of us are structurally trained, and some of us have learned, are self-taught, but still they have seen a lot of videos, and they know their instrument well, and we know our instruments well, and coming from different backgrounds,
Yes.
It has made us better individuals, better music listeners, which makes us, which makes it easy for us to appreciate any kind of music. And when we listen to different genres of music, we feel, okay, this is how I can connect to, this kind of genre coming from this particular background, and taking some elements from there, taking some elements from here. So I come in with some kind of a Carnatic classical kind of touch, and Saattwik comes from Hindustani, and Vishwam comes from like hardcore rock kind of music, and Bidan is like an all-rounder. He knows harmonium, he composes, he's technically good, and coming from different backgrounds, we know how to appreciate music better, and that's how we actually consume music, right? So when we even do a composition, or even when we listen to a new composition, so all of us have different kind of mindset and different ears to it, and we take small parts of what we like from each of these genres, and try to blend in and bring a different sound in our music.
I think that's one good part of being in a band, because you're learning and growing rather than going solo.
Exactly.
And one interesting thing that I feel with our group is that we don't really listen to the same music at all, and we don't have collective listening sessions either.
Exactly.
Like, we are not listening to the same music at
That's
all,
right.
ever.
Yeah.
Everyone's listening to whatever they enjoy.
Yeah.
And that makes covering songs that much more interesting. Like, if you listen to this song that we just did, it sounds like nothing else that's already been created.
Right.
Because I am adding my musicality to it, my understanding of my instrument into the mix, while Saattwik is adding his, Akshara is adding his, Bidan is adding his. And I personally don't listen to songs that we are going to cover, or we decide to cover, many times at all,
अपना flavor चाहिए.
because that kind of adds bias. वो bias डाल के फिर अपने हिसाब से करने लगते हैं.
Yeah, which is great. I mean, you bring different energies and listening, like you're saying, backgrounds to one place, and which is wonderful. तो आगे बढ़ते हैं. अब next क्या है?
आपने वंडरफुल बोला है तो कुछ वंडरफुल ही
Oh, okay, perfect. Good cue.
It's late in the evening. She's wondering what clothes to wear. She puts on the makeup and brushes her long blonde hair. And then she asks me, do I look alright? And I say yes, you look wonderful tonight. We go to the party and everyone turns to see this beautiful lady who's walking around with me. And then she asks me, do you feel alright? And I say yes, I feel wonderful tonight. I feel wonderful because I see the love light in your eyes. And the wonder of it all is that you just don't realize how much I love you. It's time to go home now, and I've got an aching head. So I give her the car keys, and she puts me to bed. And then I tell her, as I turn off the lights, I say, my darling, you look wonderful tonight, girl. I say, my darling, you look wonderful tonight.
Such a lovely song. I still remember, no? Eric Clapton.
Eric Clapton,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, he was one of the singers I heard when I was growing. And yeah, amazing, very good rendition. And now talking about Indian bands, जो कि ज़्यादा I think the first Indian band आपको पता है कौन सा था? It was from Kolkata, Bengal का था वो.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was called Mohinir Ghoragule, led by Gautam Chattopadhyay in Kolkata in the 70s, and they made music on social issues and on their own lives. So this was the first, and then later on in the 1990s, a lot of bands came, like Euphoria, Indian Ocean, Parikrama, one of the known
Agni,
ones.
yeah.
Agni is still, they're doing
Still
well.
around, yeah.
So, what I also read a little bit about, there was this main lead singer of Rahul Ram or somebody. So he's a PhD in environmental science.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
most of the band people, I think, are very learned and very educated, and they're like singing on social issues, and because it's very different from Bolly. And 90s, if I have to say, wasn't the best period for Bollywood music or Hindi film industry music or Indian film industry music to say. So what do you think of the music scene these days? And if you have to make a statement for Tamas, about especially you being here in the growing technology hub, or like a technology hub, any statement you would like to make on that through your music?
Through the music?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you want to do that kind of music, or maybe put the lives of techie, and burnouts and pressures and depression and mental? I'm talking about social issues.
I think our process is so organic that naturally, something that may be happening in any of our lives will tend to seep through. It may not necessarily be visible in terms of the words we are using in a particular song, but the music will have that, because it literally comes from what we are feeling in the moment. It's not something we've learned somewhere else and then we are reproducing. So I guess that is my interpretation of how we explore the toughness of life. And to be very honest, although everyone has hardships in life, we are all very privileged to be here in the Bay Area. Back where we come from, we've seen, all of us have seen what true hardship is. So it gives
we don't make a deliberate attempt to cover any social issues as such. But I know bands like Indian Ocean and all, they do have, right? They have attached themselves to say Narmada ke upar unhone kafi
correct.
So yeah, I think we have never tried that. We have not thought about it as such, but करने को कर सकते हैं. I think we are open to it.
Food for thought.
बस कहीं सोशल मीडिया में कैंसिल ना हो जाए बस.
Don't worry about cancel. वो जिसने करना है वो रेगुलर पे भी कर देता कैंसिल. So चलो आप बताइए नेक्स्ट क्या सुना रहे हैं.
So next we'll do a song in another language.
Okay.
Which is also an exploration of diversity within our own band. So Akshara is from Karnataka.
Sure.
And we'll do a mashup of a Karnataka and a Hindi song.
Oh, lovely.
आपने दोनों गाने सुने होंगे. And the first one is also from one of the premier band, I guess.
Raghu Dixit project.
Yeah, Raghu Dixit project.
Okay.
So it's from there. It's from Bangalore.
Okay.
उसमें Bangalore की खुशबू है, कावेरी की खुशबू है.
क्या बात.
And so we'll see that.
Okay.
So it's a Kannada song called Munjane Manjali, and then another Hindi song mashup.
Okay, sure.
ಮಂಜಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಸ್ಸಂಜೆ ದಿಡಿ ತಂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋವಲವೇ ನೀನಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಡುಕಾಟ ನಿನಗಿನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನದಯೊಳಗೆ ನೀಡಿದು ಜನಮನದ ಮೌನ ಮುರಿದು ಬಿಸಿ ಉಸಿರನ್ನು ನೀ ಬಗೆದು ನೀಟುಸಿರನ್ನು ನೀ ತೆಗೆದು ನನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ಆವರಿಸು ಈ ಬೇಗೆ ನೀ ಹರಿಸು ಮನದಾಡದ ಉಲ್ಲಾಸ ನೀ ಕುಂತಲ್ಲೋ ನೀನೆ ನಿಂತಲ್ಲೋ ನೀನೆ ಎಲ್ಲಲ್ಲೋ ನೀನೆ ಸಖಿ ಕಣ್ಣಲ್ಲೋ ನೀನೆ ಕನಸಲ್ಲೋ ನೀನೆ ಎಲ್ಲಲ್ಲೋ ನೀನೆ ಸಖಿ ನನ್ನ ನಿನ್ನೆಗಳು ನೀನೆ ನಾಳೆಗಳು ನೀನೆ ಎಂದಂದು ನೀನೆ ಸಖಿ ಆವರಿಸೋ ಮೈದುಂಬಿ ಜಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಮಾತಲ್ಲಿ हमको मिली है आज ये घड़ियां नसीब से जी भर के देख लीजिए हमको करीब से फिर आपके नसीब में ये बात हो न हो शायद फिर से जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो लग जा गले के फिर ये हंसी रात हो न हो शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो लग जा गले से
वंडरफुल वंडरफुल बोथ वर लवली एंड ये तो क्लासिक है लग जा गले तो मदन मोहन एंड लता जी का आई नो द मोस्ट romantic song I think and I think the most covers that have been made
and it is still so relevant after all these years.
आई नो इट्स ह्यूमन इमोशन सो डेफिनेटली मैं तो इसके बाद यही कहूँगी जो मैंने कुछ लिखा था कि टूट कर ना चाहो इतना किसी को टूट कर ना चाहो इतना किसी को कि बिखर जाओ तुम अक्स किसी और का दिखे शुक्रिया आई थिंक वक्त हो रहा है बिकॉज यू नो एंड आई हैव टू से थैंक यू फॉर बीइंग सो पेशेंट वी हैड टू यू नो वेट फॉर अ बिट टू स्टार्ट आवर रिकॉर्डिंग एंड एवरीथिंग सो in the end all I'll ask you is what does music mean to you? So quick answers on that and I can start with Vishwam.
I think for me, being an engineer and a hardware engineer, which is I think much more involved, like Bay Area में बहुत software engineers हैं. I think music is escape for me. It's what brings me joy at the end of the day, and if I've had a joyful day, it's what I use to balance that joy out with by playing sad songs maybe. But
nice, great. Bidan?
It's a recharge for me. Like, when you it gives it gives a massage to the other side of the brain.
Yes.
that is helps you to like do better work. And then it feeds back again work and music, right? Absolutely. And often it helps both sides. If music was work, I would be a terrible musician, I would say.
I know. Okay.
Well said.
Saattwik.
For me, music is equivalent to Brahma. So it's like it's everything. It's my life. It's the way to look at things. Every day I learn something new through music, and then it's easily applicable to life and life situations. So I don't think music can be separated from my life in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, beautiful.
These guys have covered everything. So
I'm glad I got to.
No, seriously, but my thoughts are very similar to what each of them said. And at the end, it's an emotion. Music is an emotion. It's an escape. It's a recharge. And as he said, it's Brahma. Right, and for me, in the way you speak, in the way you walk, everything has a rhythm, right? The march past has a rhythm. The way we speak, everyone speaks in different tempo. We vary we make modulations, so you can see music everywhere. So music is
beautiful.
so that's how we perceive, and for me, it's an emotion, and I enjoy playing, practicing, and listening, everything.
Okay. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. मेरे लिए तो I think it's food for the soul. जब थक, yeah, I know it's like a health routine. I have to hear some songs, whatever possible. So जाते जाते आप क्या सुनाना मांगेंगे? And in the end, I would like for you to give the audience where they can find you on social media. पर पहले आप सुना दें, and then we'll end it.
एक और ओरिजिनल सेंड करा जाए क्या, या फिर एक कवर? आप बताइए, whatever the consensus.
I think since this is the last song, let's go the heaviest we have.
Okay, let's do.
Our original.
This is a very a beautiful personal song to us.
Okay.
I'm not sure if everyone will perceive it differently. It's very close to our hearts. It's probably the first song we jammed on as an original song as a band.
Okay, lovely.
So it's called Nakre.
Oh.
And yeah, I guess we'll just get started.
Okay.
फिर से दिल में तेरा ख्याल आया था, राज जो छुपा था वो कम वक्त सामने आया था। तुम निकल गए, जख्म खुल गए, जाने ये क्या हुआ। कुछ भी बाकी नहीं रहा, फिर भी ये क्यों बाकी रहा। टकीला 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 के नखरे देखो जाने मन। टकीला 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 के नखरे देखो जाने मन। घर जो लौटा तो दिल को मेरे अकेला सा कुछ लगा। तेरी यादों का मेरी बातों से सिलसिला सा जुड़ा। बंद दरवाजे जैसे खुल गए, जा रहे क्या हुआ। कुछ भी बाकी नहीं रहा, फिर भी ये क्यों बाकी रहा। टकीला टकीला ओ टकीला के नखरे देखो जा रे मन। टकीला ओ टकीला टकीला के नखरे देखो जा रे मन। Alright, अब ये सुनो। A 1, a 2, a 3 पानी सगा सागा मापा गामा बानी सा pani pamaga ga ga pa ga mama ga sa ni sa। टकीला के नखरे देखो, टकीला के नखरे, टकीला के नखरे देखो, टकीला के नखरे। कोरोना के नखरे देखो, कोरोना के नखरे, कोरोना के नखरे देखो, कोरोना के नखरे। Budweiser Magnum के नखरे देखो जिया। Budweiser Magnum के नखरे देखो जी। JD 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 के नखरे देखो जिया। JD 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 के नखरे देखो जिया। Budweiser Magnum के नखरे देखो जिया। Budweiser Magnum के नखरे देखो जिया।
that was ending it with a bang, literally. I say, all I heard was tequila and Budweiser. What else was there? I know. This is an absolute party song, and listeners, I will tell you, find Tamas on all social media handles. They are available to sing at events and parties, and you already heard them, how wonderful they are. So in the end, I just have to say thank you so much for coming to the Bolly Studios, and this was such a wonderful experience for me personally too.
Right. I think I can say for all of us, we had a ball.
Absolutely.
And you were such an amazing host. Thank you so much for having us here. It means a lot, and it was so much fun interacting with you, and your knowledge on like different songs, aapki shairi, it really made our day.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. And we obviously had put everything on the post, and एक मेरे मन में सवाल है, I know he's looking there, कि especially आप Bolly studio में हैं, तो एक Bolly question था, what's your inspiration as far as Indian cinema goes, composer, lyricist or singer? Just quick, one.
For me personally, A.R. Rahman.
A.R. Rahman.
I'm a big fan of R.D. Burman.
Oh.
R.D. Burman.
R.D. I know.
A lot of them. One of my favorites in Kannada industry and the legend is G.K. Venkatesh. So G. Venkatesh sir. So he's,
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I know R.D. and I'll have to check the person from the. For me, I think composers again R.D. But I'm more towards lyricists. So for me, it's Gulzar and Sahil Ludhiani. I appreciate that. So bye guys. Take care. Be well. Till then. Thank you.
Namaste,
Thank
India.
you so much.
Namaste, Bay Area.
Shosha is a creative Indian restaurant located in the heart of Silicon Valley. Shosha is a woman-owned business that serves traditional Indian flavors assimilated with molecular gastronomy techniques. The best Indian bar with happy hours in the Bay Area serves handcrafted drinks inspired by flavors from India with modern craft cocktails that are presented in unique ways. Shosha is a modern take on traditional Indian cuisine. We specialize in corporate luncheon, anniversary celebrations, birthday parties, and catering. Do check us out for a memorable modern Indian dining experience. Shosha is located at 141 South Murphy Avenue in Sunnyvale, California.